welcome to the Tim and G Show, episode 30. Yep. It's the weekend. Anyway, excuse me. We're still on Thug Patrol, so if anybody's looking for trouble, we're there. I just want to make sure that you all think about others, because it's so easy to forget about other people, especially, when you're cutting them off and you're driving too fast because you're in a hurry to get somewhere. I mean, don't be a nugget licker. I mean, people that drive like that. Anyway, wanna reiterate about wearing the mask, because the mask is what's saving us right now. From all of us getting, like I say from the beginning, I kind of think that we all should have got it on purpose, and then after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, it would have all been over, and then we would have all been back to good. But you just don't know. I mean, day to day, people tell you things, you see things on the news, and you're like, I don't know what to believe, so since I don't know what to believe, I'm wearing a mask. Somebody needs to come up with a thing, because I like to wear my head rag, and for me to wear a mask, I have to take my ear out of here to make it go over my ear. So I came up with this little S hook, right? So I can kind of hook it to one side of the mask, and then I can put it to the other side, and it fits nice and snug, and I don't have to worry about my ear, and it actually fits better. It's really tight. I mean, not too tight. I can still move it, but somebody needs to invent something like that, and shoot me a few bucks. Because Tim was the one that came up with the idea. Anyway, I hope you're all wearing your mask. I see there's mostly the people I don't see wearing it is young people, but it's probably because they're not thinking about it. And you remember when you were young, I'm invincible, nothing can stop me. But we got to get that into their head. And I did want to bring up the problem of frickin' litter bugs. I'm so sick of people littering. I see people throwing cigarettes. I mean, I smoke, but I'm sick of people throwing cigarette butts out the window. Not that they're gonna start a fire or something, but just that, it's frickin' litter. I mean, if you throw food out the window, at least it's gonna degrade and, disappear. But a cigarette butt's not gonna disappear. And it's basically being selfish. You know what I mean? Because you're supposed to treat your neighbor as you treat yourself. That is so hard, especially if you don't like your neighbor. But you gotta try. You gotta stay on this common ground. You know what I mean? So think about others. The decisions you make. Think about, hey, how's that gonna affect somebody else? And but litter bugs. I'm telling you, there was one day I was in a drive-thru for an In-N-Out burger, and I saw a guy throw a cigarette butt out, and there was like 20 cars ahead of him. I mean, it was long line, the COVID line, and I'm like, I can't sit here for 20 minutes and think about that I saw that guy throw a cigarette out. So what I did, I went to the car, and I found a little piece of cardboard, and then I wrote, I'm like, how can I say it without being a jerk or looking like I'm looking for a fight? So I'm like, all right. So I wrote down, please don't litter. And then I got out of my car. I walked up to this guy's car. I showed him the note, because I didn't want to be COVID and everything. And I had a mask on. And I said, please don't litter. That's what the note said. And then I said, I saw you throw a cigarette out. And he just shook his head. I mean, this guy was big, and he had a buddy next to him, but, you know, the whole thing is, come on, man, don't be littering. I mean, treat Earth as you would yourself. I mean, you don't want to, you can't depend on somebody else picking up after you. I mean, you're an adult now, right? I mean, mom's not going to come through and pick this stuff up for you. But, lost my train of thought. But, yeah, last episode, well, basically, litter bugs. Litter bugs are, headline, are nugget lickers, because we don't want to see litter bugs. But a couple of episodes ago, I did Ace of Spades, and it's pretty cool. I mean, you guys have, I haven't put it out yet. I got to get at least like 10 views to put out the next video, so at least forward it to somebody. And like I say, if you know me, don't say anything. You don't have to make any comments. You don't have to subscribe or anything. I'm just having a good time. And like I say, when we were kids, we used to, me and my buddy, we used to just go and play air guitar. There was nothing to do. And then, so we made up stuff to do. I mean, truthfully, we made up enough stuff to do that we got through so many summers on stuff that we just made up, you know. But yeah, a couple of episodes ago, Dead Man's Hand, I was talking about Ace of Spades with Lemmy. Sure miss Lemmy. He was one of those rock icons. I mean, I remember seeing Lemmy back in '81. He opened for Ozzy, and that was Ozzy's. Maybe hold on. Maybe it was 1980. Yeah, it was. I think it was 1980 or 1981. But I never knew what the dead man's hand is, right? When you're playing poker, stud, or whatever. And I always thought, okay, the dead man's hand is nothing. In other words, you're a dead man. And then on the flip side of that, I thought, okay, the dead man's hand is probably a royal flush. You know, something where you can't lose, right? In other words, the other guy's a dead man. But dead man's hand is 2 black aces, 2 black eights, and I don't know what the other card is, but that was the actual hand that Wild Bill Hickox had when some cat shot him in the back of the head during a poker game. So that's why it's called a dead man's hand, because of course Wild Bill died. But he had 2 aces, 2 eights, and everything was black. And you know, there's different recordings of it, but some of them say it was a black ace, I mean a black queen, and then others say it was a queen of hearts. So I guess it just depends on the person. But yeah, I remember back in the day, I don't know, it was about 14, 15. Oh yeah, I think it was 14, 15. And I was like a typical kid. I had a paper route that was like my first job. And I just remember, you know, going through, having to go on rainy days, having to throw the frickin' paper inside of a bag. But I remember going and collecting, right? Because you'd have these little things that these little strips that you would tear off. It was like $2. So, you know, I'd have to make sure I collected so that these people keep getting the paper. But I remember these one cats, man. Man, they would they'd say, hey, you want to pitch some pennies? And we'll pitch pennies, right? So I think they owed me like $3.50 or something like that. And then so I didn't know how to pitch pennies. So basically, you're throwing coins up against a wall, and whoever gets closest to the wall wins the money, right? So you're either throwing dimes or or nickels, or, but anyway, we were throwing like quarters, right? And I got a couple that were leaning against the wall. I took these guys for a lot of money. A lot of money back then was like $4, but yeah, I wound up getting, I think they owed me $3.50, and I wound up getting like $6 from them. But I would go and I would, you know, hey, I got $6, that's a lot of money. So I go and I treat my buddies to whatever, and then I wouldn't tell my mom that I collected the money. And then, oh yeah, once a month, now the newspaper wants to collect their portion of it. And I remember my mom having to pay like a couple $100. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Mom. But yeah, but we had a good time. And I think that was the end of the paper route, but it was good. We had a good time. But anyway, we're gonna do the moral compass again tonight. We're gonna see what's going on. And let's see, I fixed this up pretty good with the new thing, but I want to make sure it actually spins around a couple times. All right, here we go. There you go. All right, let's see what the bad compass is. That was, oh man, that was a 2. And I lost my paperwork. Anyway, I don't remember. But I guess we're not doing the moral compass tonight because I can't find the cheat sheet. It was right here a second ago. You know how it goes, you just go with it, but I guess I'll find it next time. But anyway, tonight we're going to do a song. This is by War. This is, let me get my keyboard straight. This is Why Can't We Be Friends? Because I just can't see why we all can't be friends with, come on, can't we all get along? I mean, you know, all this crap in Chicago. Now I heard, which really kind of makes me mad, is a lot of people that got busted in Chicago for actual felony crimes, 0 prosecution. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, they just let these people go, not prosecuting them at all. Freaking nugget lickers. Yeah, I'm kind of upset that I lost my thing. But anyway, let's hope I didn't lose the rest of my show. And we're already at 13 minutes. Here we go. It's kind of late at night. forgot to turn off that fan, so I hope it was loud enough. Because sometimes I got too much going around. It's like, I don't know, it's like 95 at 1 a.m. Anyway, this is the longest show I've ever had. Take care. See you next time. Sorry. I ain't sorry. I just go with it. Late.